Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we are in the VAB. And today I'm going to make one small change to the rocket. Winglets. In fact, I'm going to make two. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to take these decouplers off. I'm going to put in a stack decoupler, as well as this engine again, and four modular girder segments, and pretty much just rebuild the engine like so. It's upside down, but upside down and right up don't really matter in Kerbal Space Program. So now our first stage has a that's the issue. We have a TWR of 4.35, and wow, so we've got plenty of power now. And what these winglets are going to do, hopefully, is if I move them down slightly, keep the rocket stable in flight. They look to be a bit off. I need to zoom in a bit. I'm just gonna check, because I can rotate this. I can rotate. No, can I actually do that and just leave it like? Oh wow, well done, KSP. So I'm gonna just take it off and put it back on. It shouldn't be weird and wonderful like that. I check my center of lift, which should be here-ish. My center of lift is, in fact, yep, there. Center of thrust should be directly down. Yep. And my center of mass, which is somewhat important, is central-ish. Actually quite low, which should push me upwards. So this is the KOR3, which is immediately going to be launched because I forgot to save it. Well done. So let's try and get the observation mission done this time. So in the last episode we completely failed at getting to Macdin's Oversight at the correct height, because I misread it as below 18,900 meters. In fact, it said above 18,900 meters. The Macdin's hindsight one is one better done with a space plane, I would think. So I should be able to take off with this. Nope. And immediately the rocket is veering because something's not right. Help me, Jeb. So I'm gonna try and get turnover this way, roughly. It is veering quite badly. Try. Why is it doing this? It's because of the center of mass versus center of thrust problem. The center of mass is so low, it's acting as a bit of a hinge, and because there's so much power down here, the rocket is hinging around itself, which is why I'm kind of losing control a bit. So if I do that and discard the part that I do not, the booster stage, I should have some. No, something's not right at all with this rocket. Something is very wrong, and I'm gonna have to. Okay, what engine's amazing? Let's get this back to basics. This is a LVT-30. Okay, does the LVT-30 have gimbal. Aha! Was the T45? Yes. So let us swap out every engine on the rocket for the LVT45, because the LVT45 allows me to control the rocket a bit better, as opposed to relying on the weight of the capsule. And as well as that, I'm going to throw some winglets onto... What? These engines, just for looks, essentially. So this is the KAR3. Well, it's the KAR4 at this point. And let's launch it and see what happens. The vehicle assembly building can't support vehicles over 30 parts. How many parts do I have? 32. Now magically I have exactly the numbers. Now I don't have 30. Well, that works. So let's save it. Because it never launched, this is still the KOR Mark IV. Which hopefully will eventually get to the damn target. I think my next mission, if I can call it a mission, is going to be upgrading the EAB so that I can have more than 30 parts. So luckily now that I have the gimbaling engines, the two outside ones will gimbal to give me control over the roll, and all three will gimbal to give me control over pretty much everything else. And this time it's rotating because these two winglets are facing in opposite directions, which is causing a natural roll from aerodynamic forces, which is brilliant. So this first stage is just going to boost us up to pretty much any height will do, and the second stage here is going to veer us over towards Macdin's Oversight. And what we have to do over there is we have to take a crew report in flight, which basically means I click the capsule over here, I click crew report, and it'll take the crew report, and then it'll give us monies. How much monies do we have at the moment? 47,000, so this is quite an expensive launch, and just waiting for that to happen there. And now we'll set our sights on Macdin's Oversight by doing a normal timed gravity burn at what can be described as a weird angle. So Jeb is just providing stability control as he is supposed to. And once we are over Macdin's Oversight, this icon will start flashing as I spotted during the last mission where we failed. If I had even more power than this rocket, or if it was a space plane, I could in theory go to Macdin Science Site below 19,600 meters and pick up the mission there as well. But I don't have a space plane. And I don't think I could build one that can go that magically far yet. I will be installing part mods. Like I'm now not using what is officially termed stock. And once the sun sets, you'll be able to see space and all the stars. There are a few planets visible at the moment, and we are getting very close to Macdin's Oversight, I believe. We are still quite a distance away, so I'll just throttle down to where we're still gaining. There we go. This guy's just updated to semi-night mode. There's the moon still above us, and this distant object enhancement is just kind of for my benefit. I think that is Duna. That red spot, I think that's Duna, because there are very few. There are almost no... I say that there are loads of them. But distance object enhancement will help me when I'm working on docking and the like. Because it will... Am I going over it? Yes. It will allow me to see the object a bit farther out than 2.5 kilometers. In theory. In practice, I'm not 100% sure. But it should. Now, I believe, and I haven't checked the settings, but I believe I'm now recording in 60 FPS. Which means that I might be able to render in 60 FPS. I will do a test on something or other. Probably a shorter video I'll do a test on and just see what happens. So we're now set to go over Macdin's Oversight at the correct altitude, so I can turn off the engines completely and just wait for the mission marker to come along. So I'll just accelerate time a bit. Are we over it yet? In fact, there's the M button. Can I take the crew report now? Maybe? Yes. So, I have completed the mission over Macdin's Oversight with a bit of time to spare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the rocket around as much as I can and just point it retrograde. I'm going to try and get as close to KSP as I possibly can, or KSC even, Kerbal Space Center. So we'll just go full throttle this way for as long as we possibly can. Jeb is of course providing stability assistance. The sun has gone down. Space is dark. This side of Kerbal is dark. It will mean that you might not see as much at night, but I think the game does look a lot prettier, and I'll try not to have too many missions at night. This one's just unfortunate that the sun's gone down, so you can't see a whole lot. I will try and boost up the brightness in editing. So we're now heading towards KSC again. We're never going to make it there. I'm just trying to get this rocket back as far as it can go. I'm going to detach the excess weight, the excess baggage, as soon as it runs out, instead of immediately deploying the oh, that's brilliant. I've managed to get the rocket to go so fast that it's getting re-entry effects. That was not ideal. You know, I'm gonna have to... I might have to deploy the parachute. Yeah, I'll use it as stability assistance. So, I'm gonna... Parachute should be... I'll deploy it 500 meters. Have I got it set to? Yep. It'll deploy 500 meters, so all I have to do is watch the terrain altitude over here in Kerbal Engineer. And when it is at 500, well, near 500 meters, I'll just bring the speed down to 1 times warp. I can bring it back up because the parachute has deployed successfully. Leaving it in physics time warp does cause some issues, and when it's quite close to the ground, I will have time to, quite close to the water, I'll have time to bring it back down to 1 times warp and just fiddle with the warp a bit, and we are safe. So let's recover the vessel. So we made from that mission to finally get to Macdin's Oversight. No science, and we did get 65,000 funds. Oh yeah, the Kerbal engineering system actually costs money. I forgot about that. Jeb didn't get any XP. That's fine. And now we are going to... I didn't want to do that. Just going to have a look around and see what we can upgrade around here. We can not upgrade the VAB, which is a minor issue. We can upgrade the mission control. We cannot upgrade the SPH, which we haven't used yet anyway. We can't upgrade that. We can upgrade administration. We cannot upgrade... In fact, I'm going to go into administration and... yeah, we're going to go from fundraising campaign. And... oh no, we're not. We want funds. And we want them quite quickly. So we're gonna implement appreciation fund. No. Oh, we wanted patent licensing, which we don't have. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at the missions again. And we are going to do we have any landed missions? We don't have that. We're gonna try and rescue Lulin Carmen from orbit. Are we? No. I'm gonna deny some missions. Science data from space around carbon. Yeah, that is our second mission. So now we have to build a rocket to go to orbit. Now, luckily, we already have Spaz Rocket 5, which is here. Now we're going to fix Spaz Rocket 5 to be slightly better. I took off and then, yes, I put the same exact fuel tank on. So let us give it slightly more part count efficient fuel. And this should actually impact upon the thrust to weight ratios as well. Just put that back on a second. Oh no, the LVT-30 can go as well. So let's give it 2 of these fuel tanks and an LVT-45, which is gimbaling. And now we want to set 2 times symmetry, because I don't think we quite need... How many parts do we have? 18 parts. TWR. Yeah, we can get away with actually liquid fuel boosters. I'm gonna do this like that, and throw a smaller fuel tank on top of them like that, and then throw on another pair of T45s. Let's see what's going on here. They want to decouple, yes. 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 So we have a scientific rocket, and Spaz Rocket 5 will become Spaz Rocket 5L. And the L stands for liquid fueled. So Spaz Rocket 5L has been designed based on the Spaz Rocket 5 design, with some minor structural improvements, and just for funsies, nose cones. They're minor structural improvements. I will not deny that, and we want some Kerbal engineers as well. Do them because weight and parts and things. We don't want to be throwing things off kilter. So I'm going to be launching this in the next episode. I've been Rainbow Dave. This has been Kerbal Space Program, the Rainbow Dave Space Program. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you next time in a few days' time. Thank you very much for watching once again, and goodbye.